Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear partners and guests, I'm truly honored to be here today, as I believe this event will contribute to unlocking new economic potential of Montenegro. We teamed up around a joint goal, and that is to chart the success of creative industry and tap into its underutilized potential. The concept of cultural industries has drastically transformed over the last 50 years. The way we create and consume culture is rapidly evolving. And Montenegro not only needs to keep the pace, but it also should inspire to set the pace. As you have already heard from the Prime Minister Markovic and Minister Bogdanovic, as well as from few of the artists, traditionally defined frameworks of culture are long gone. Culture is not longer secondary to the real economy, which is defined by the manufacturing of goods and services. It's also a serious industry of its own right that sustains livelihoods not only of individuals and their families, but also contribute to the growth of the whole country. Just to illustrate the volume of the potential that we are talking about, in the European Union, this sector employs more than 7 million people and plays a substantial role in boosting competitiveness. The European Commission recognized this through its Creative Europe programme for 2021-27, which is the framework for cultural policy underlying not only the economic dimension, but also the role of the culture in the cohesion of the society and promoting its diversity. This is particularly important for Montenegro, where nearly every third young person is unemployed. At the same time, young people are an infinite source of creative energy. Small economies, such as Montenegro's, need to capitalize on this talent supply, which we all hoped in return will create the demand. Regrettably, women face similar obstacles as young people in Montenegro, and they remain underrepresented on the labor market, along with the pervasive pay gap. I'm glad that the country is actively responding to these challenges. The government and the Ministry of Culture are crafting a new vision for cultural policies, supporting artists, creators, entrepreneurs, with focus on the young people and women. Our joint project, Creative Montenegro, is one of the first steps to achieve this vision. Together with the Ministry, United Nations Development Programme is supporting economic potential of cultural heritage through development of creative hubs. Forgotten, abandoned places in Podgorica, Bielopolje, Bar and Kotor will be turned in going forward into vibrant interactive communities where international and Montenegrin artists will co-create and breathe new life, hopefully, into these historical sites. This setup will also enable that the concept of sustainable use of space is applied in practice. Rethinking the cultural heritage from protection to revitalization and reuse is the process that needs to ensure sustainable management of resources. It promotes, in our view, inclusive economic growth and also helps to reduce inequalities, thus contributing towards achieving sustainable development goals and its underlying principle of leaving no one behind. At the same time, this is the way forward for the contemporary art in Montenegro to become more visible to the whole cultural scene, not only in Montenegro, but also globally, or go viral, as some of our millennials friends are saying. In this era of fast-growing sectors of digital technology and innovation, sustainable development calls for a new approach to the old historical things. Creative thinking of how different actors across the sector can generate sustainable profit from the products of creative industries is a must. But this cannot be achieved without initial investment, and I'm very happy to have an opportunity to partner with several organizations here in Montenegro, but hopefully also going forward beyond the Montenegro borders to make the vision of the country in terms of the creative industries a reality. That's why we see the event today not only as the first step in this endeavor, but I hope that it will define also following steps in going forward. So hvala vam and wish you a very happy day today and tomorrow.